There was once a young man named Armin who lived in a small town surrounded by hills. Every morning he woke up before sunrise and looked at the biggest hill in front of his house. On top of that hill there was a light. No one knew where it came from, but everyone talked about it. People in the town said that light is not for people like us. Only lucky ones reach it. Armin listened, but deep inside he felt something different. He was not rich. He was not the smartest. Sometimes he even doubted himself. But one thing was clear in his heart. He wanted to try. One cold morning, Armin packed a small bag with water and bread. His family looked at him with worry. "Why do you want to climb that hill?" his mother asked. Armin smiled gently and said, "Because I want to know what I can become." The road was hard, the wind was strong, his legs hurt and his breath became heavy. After some time, Armin sat on a rock and thought, maybe they were right, maybe this is not for me. Just then, he noticed something small near his feet, a tiny flower growing between two stones. The ground was dry, the place was cold, yet the flower was alive. Armin whispered, "If you can grow here, maybe I can continue." Step by step, he moved forward. Sometimes he walked, sometimes he crawled, sometimes he stopped and rested, but he never turned back. As the sun began to set, Armin reached the top of the hill. The light was not gold or magic. It was a simple lantern left there long ago by someone who wanted to guide others in the dark. Armin laughed softly. The real light was not the lantern. The real light was inside him. When he returned to the town, people asked, "Did you reach the light?" Armin replied, "Yes, and now I know something important." "What?" they asked. He said, "The hill does not change you, the journey does." From that day on, Armin was not afraid of hills anymore. Whenever life felt hard, he remembered the flower, the steps, and the strength he discovered within himself. And slowly, his life began to change. Not because he was lucky, but because he kept going.
After that day, Armin became different, not louder, not proud, but stronger inside. The town was the same, the hills were the same, but Armin was not. Every morning he still woke up early. But now, instead of only looking at the hill, he asked himself one question. What small step can I take today? Some days the step was simple. He read a few pages of a book. Other days he learned a new skill or helped someone without being asked. There were also days when he failed, days when nothing worked. On those days, doubt returned. Maybe I was only strong that one day, he thought. One evening, a young boy from the town came to Armin and said, "Is it true you climbed the hill?" Armin nodded. The boy looked down and whispered, "I want to try too, but I'm scared." Armin placed his hand on the boy's shoulder and said, "So was I. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is walking with fear." And they started walking together the next morning. Slowly, quietly. When the boy wanted to stop, Armin stopped too. When the boy rested, Armin rested. He remembered his own journey and smiled. Soon others began to notice. One by one, people in the town started taking small steps in their own lives. Someone opened a small shop. Someone went back to school. Someone simply stopped saying, "I can't." Armin never called himself a leader, but he had become one by example. One night, as Armin looked at the hills under the moonlight, he realized something powerful. The light was never meant for one person. It was meant to be shared. And as more people began their journeys, the town grew brighter, not with lanterns, but with hope. Armin understood then, motivation is not a moment. It is a choice you make every